the record, please introduce yourself.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thomas Moriarty, for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Rogers, also for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tom Gaiman for Air Properties, the defendant.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patrick Hewitt for the defendant.
When you gentlemen left here a couple of weeks ago, I gave you an opportunity, I thought courtesy, number one, defense counsel needed courtesy as far as his witness was concerned because he couldn't come back the next day because of other conflicts over the next couple of weeks, and I thought that since the case had taken much longer than we had anticipated, it was going to take 2 weeks as opposed to 3 days, that it would be appropriate to give you people that courtesy. And I suggested that over the interim, this is the kind of case that you could talk about some kind of a resolution, because the extensive trying of this case will outweigh whatever end result there may be in the case. Instead, I received probably 200 pages of pleadings from you people. It seems there's been a phone war that's developed over the last 2 weeks, and it just seems to me it's driven this case out of proportion. I don't know how to proceed at this point. One party wants to perhaps even add new parties at this point, when we're more than halfway, hopefully more than halfway through the litigation in this case. People really put me in a position where I almost regret being so kind to all of you and allowing you to present your cases in a manner that is comfortable to all of your witnesses in this case. So what do you want to do now? Do you want me to interrupt this trial? Do you want to be heard on these motions at this juncture?
We'd like to complete the cross-examination, Mr. Camilleri.
What about your motions?
And once we're done with the cross of Mr. Camilleri, we can be heard on motions, but we might be able to finish with Mr. Camilleri if we start.
Well, why should I do that? It turns out that one of the things you're asking for is that I stop this trial and allow you to serve other people who may have a right to a jury claim and third-party claims and cross-claims. So why should I interrupt that?
Well, perhaps the court wants to entertain motions presently.
I don't know. It just seems to me a few people have put your clients and report what is the defendant have left in the defendant?
This is our last witness, Your Honor.
Don't anticipate that witness.
We're on cross-examination of the witness. So, it's Mr. Moriarty indicated last week he expected an hour, perhaps a little more of his cross. And I think I would be, assuming that's accurate, I would certainly be less time on redirect.
I would think close to 2 hours. Close to 2 hours.
I will say, Your Honor, that both sides did take very seriously your encouragement that we discuss settlement. Those discussions were had, and the case is frankly unsettlable. We vigorously opposed the motions that we received the day before yesterday, and I'm happy to discuss those when Mr. Camilleri's testimony is over, and even if need be after the motion session this afternoon, depending on the schedule, whatever is convenient for the court.
We will proceed today to the end of the defendant's case. I'll hear you briefly on your motions. Quite frankly, I've got probably a couple hundred pieces of paper from you people since the last time you left here. I'll rule on those motions in writing. I wouldn't be surprised if one or even both of you end up going for civil justice because we're raising issues which probably ought to be resolved at the trial level here with some kind of certainty if possible, because it will obviously affect the end result of this case here. And I would also suspect that this case, no matter what happens, is going to end up in the appeals court, no matter what I do here. And the resolution for the clients is going to be years down the line. I just can't tell you how disappointed I am that what was advertised as a 3-day case is going to be something that's going to be a 3 or 4 year case. And that, and to the extent that I just been so open and allowing so much evidence and giving the people so much of an opportunity to do things, maybe I prolonged it tonight. And I'm just sorry it's been like that. At the very start of this trial, I invited the people in the weekend before to exercise all of the issues that we could have, which are holding up the trial and are doing, and are creating problems even at this very juncture. And people didn't, neither side avail themselves of the opportunity, and I just think it's very, very unfortunate. So I guess the only thing I can do now is to hear you on the evidence, and then I'll hear you briefly on the motions that have been filed, and I'll do what I have to do, and you do what you have to do. I don't know any other way to do it. It's very unfortunate. It's up to you to explain to your clients why the case is in this posture and why it's going to incur the incredible expenses that it's incurred when at the very beginning it looked like a 3-day case. That's what you said. All right, witness, can we take a stand?